right. Hello, everyone. All right, I hope you're hearing me, by the way, because I was having some microphone issues. So let me know if you can hear me before we get started. Um, as always, I need your help because I hear myself, but I don't know if you guys hear. Yeah. So yeah, let me know. Let me know in the chat. That would be super helpful. And we'll just get set up, wait for people to join, and then we get started. Settings have changed on YouTube. It's weird. Let me do a couple things. Alright, I think we just need to wait for a few more people to join. In the meantime, I'll be checking the submissions. And I think we have one that I'd like to start reviewing because I think it's going to be an interesting one. And I think it's going to spark some conversation as well. So let me set that up. Well, you guys tell me if you can hear me. That would be really helpful. Just going to open his channel. Hello, Kilomagel. I'm gonna open his channel, get set up here. How are you guys doing? All right, let me change this. Perfect. Can you guys see this? And the time difference, like the delay between me and what you guys are actually seeing in the live is horrible, because then to have a conversation and asking you things, I have to wait so long. It's crazy. I hate it. Okay, I think I'm on the live myself on my YouTube here, and I see that it showed the slides, so we should be good. It's quite horrible, that delay. I don't know why it's so long. Yeah, so freaking long. All right, cool. So you're seeing it. So yeah, so just, if you're just joining, there should be a link in the description or at the top of the chat that is pinned, and you can just submit your basically YouTube channel, music business, website, portfolio, whatever it is, with a few information on what you're trying to do to monetize, where you're struggling, and then I'm gonna review it, give you feedback live, and hopefully that helps you make more money with your music. So that's what we're going to do today. So the first person that we have is called Nenad. He has this Liquid Hour DNB YouTube channel, and so from his message, he wants to make money for personal reasons that I'm not gonna mention, and secure better life for him and his dog. That's cute. His target audience is a casual listener that is appreciative of his work, and an aspiring content creator that needs copyright-free music for their channel or project. So that's pretty good. All right, and as you're gonna be able to see, this channel is AI music. This person is creating music with AI. So I know it's maybe going to startle a few, and but that's the way it is. Let's not judge, and let's give him some feedback. So he says his problem is, I am not sure my offer is clear enough. I think he refers to giving copyright-free music to content creators for their channel and project. And I am not sure how I should promote it on my YouTube channel, as my music is listened mostly in the background. Yep. So there are no eyes fixed on the screen for the duration of it. And 2, skepticism because I create AI music. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the way it is right now, and so you gotta go full into it or not. Sorry about this. um, okay, so let's dig a bit into this. So I drop 1 hour liquid drum and bass mixes every Monday and Thursday, perfect for studying music, working out, or chill bits. Yeah, so instantly when I see this, first of all, it's like when I see this, and also like those mixes, they are definitely like even the packaging, it's all, how do you say, it's all attracting the wrong audience. It's not attracting the content creators that you need. Oh my god. Hopefully you didn't hear that. I don't know why. Is it true you can't own the copyright for music made from AI? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because you want to basically sell AI music to content creators. So I think there's that problem where I know, like, especially I think where you're doing it with Suno, and I think Suno is kind of getting in trouble right now. I think if you're doing it with an AI tool that, in their rules and laws literally show you that you are able to monetize and that they are sourcing the their own music, algorithms ethically, then you might be able to monetize it. But I think right now you could be in legal problems. So I would really 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 try to look into that, because I think that's dangerous. But anyway, the legal problem is, you have to take care of this. I am not into that. But right now, to grow, you have, yeah, the problem is that your packaging right now, this looks very much like exactly what you said, something that you listen to in the background while you're cleaning, working out, reading a book, whatever it is, right? And that's not the target audience that you want. The target audience that you want is the content creators that need copyright free music for their channel or project, if you can find a way to do it legally, right? And right now that's not it, like, because that's not what they need or want to see. It's, you need to basically target their fears, their hopes, their desires by doing actual videos that target this, not just that. So, for example, first of all, I would, instead of this, liquid drum and bass, song, mass, day 12, quiet flames, all this, like this, it doesn't really give you a reason to click, right? Whereas I think you should call them out first. And then another channel that I would give you as reference is Matthew May. He does the same thing where he just publishes music, like just short music, just 3-4 minutes music, instrumentals, like 3 minutes, 3 minutes and a half, 2 minutes 49, right? But he does it also very very often. So it's like every 2 days or something, 2-3 days he does this. And he just gives like a lot of music. So do you have volume, and also, as you can see, it says free, because people can download the free version, and then if they want to use it for commercial purposes or whatever, then they have to buy the license to use it. And so that's kind of like the strategy that I say you should go for. And what you can see as well is in the packaging, you do have the music genre, but you have a little bit more of, like, it targets the artists that are into indie pop guitar type beat, right? LANY, the 1975 type beat, emotional piano ballad. Like, it says a little bit more who it is for, right? So for you, I would probably, also, like, the artwork is a little bit more interesting. I think he said he uses AI for the artwork, so you can do the same. But this way, also giving it like a name or something, rather than always being the exact same. Because if I would be subscribed to your channel and I see always the same thumbnail, my brain is just gonna think that it's always the same thing, and so, oh, I already see that video, right? So I don't need to click it again. So I would say you need to change the thumbnail as well. And instead put like quiet flames, put starry veils, like in in the thumbnail, Azure Dreams in the thumbnail, and also in terms of like the artwork of the packaging, try to define like who's the content creator that you're after. Like who are the content creators that would use liquid drum and bass in their content? What are they into? Are they like, you know, what are their videos about? How is it gonna match that, right? And maybe you put liquid DNB, you go with like free liquid DNB for, copyright free liquid drum and bass track for content creators or whatever. But maybe you also go for something like, because that's where you need to really know your audience. And I don't know it. I would need to do a bit more research. But the idea is you go maybe, liquid drum and bass track, perfect for skateboard videos or whatever it is, right? For working for fitness content creators, right? And this way it really attracts them, not just casual listeners, right? So you definitely need to work on your packaging, which is title and thumbnail, so that you can attract the right audience. I would also stop those mixes here because that's not gonna attract, the right audience. Like you don't want them to just play it in the background and see you as a playlist kind of channel. You're a business channel, right? So yeah, I know my mic volume is kind of low. I'm having problems with the microphone. I don't know why. I think, yeah, I need to kind of like fix it, but yeah. No, I'm at the I'm at the maximum here. I'm at the maximum here as well. I can't, or I need to just go closer. But my arm is like broken, so maybe like this it's better, but that's because it's like in front of my mouth. So maybe it's a little bit better, but yeah. Yeah, so far that's what I would say. Because right now, you're growing, you're getting. See, it's falling. Anyway, so yeah, because you're getting some views, but the problem is you're not getting the right views. And then if I click on your video, let's see. Okay, so you have merch apparently, which I'd say don't like forget about this merch. Honestly, until you have like 100K subs, like audience, it's useless to do merch. Like it's not gonna get you there. Free unreleased track and 5 music prompts. I mean, 5 music prompts. Again, it's like, who do you want to attract? People that want to use pre-made tracks already, or people that want to generate their own AI music? Because right now you're targeting 2 different people, right? And here as well, if I would want to download this beat or this music, I don't see how I'm able to do this, or I would have to get it from YouTube, but it's not the best way to do it, right? So then want custom music for your project, you have this. Okay, I think right now you have a lot of like, and that's kind of like the mistake that beginners, like aspiring music creators make, is like, because they see nothing really work instantly, they try to add like 5 different income sources so that it ends up to add into a full-time income. But it's just gonna spread your efforts, and also it's going to confuse your buyers. And there's this quote that says, "A confused mind never buys," and that's exactly it. It's like right now, I click the description to be able to download this beat, this music. As you said, that's what I'm supposed to be wanting to do. But then I'm hit with, a merch, then a free music prompt, and unreleased track. Then you can do a custom music. Like I have everything except being able to download this music, right? So yeah, I would say really focus on one income source, aka they buy your beats, like your liquid our DNB tracks that you publish. So kind of like Matthew, you publish your music, then you have a link to download the free version, and also a link to buy the commercial license. But the thing as well is, as you get people to, because like when you get the free beats, it gets them into your email list, right? And then from your email list, you just do email newsletter, you do email marketing, promotions, all of that, to get them to then upsell, to upsell them into the paid version of the music, to be able to use them without copyright strikes or claims. But that would be a much easier funnel. Whereas right now you're spreading your efforts into too many directions. This is a very, very like the landing page misses a lot of things. You're missing a headline. So copyright safe AI powered music for your YouTube channel and podcast, that's great. But the formatting here of the landing page really lacks formatting, really. You need to have your headline the first thing they see. The idea as well is that in this whole space here that you have, it should give them everything they need to know without having to scroll, even to hit that get a custom music quote. I don't know what you're using to make this page, but if you can customize it, I would highly recommend this. Otherwise, you can use free tools like Framer or Payhip, things like that, right? Now, get custom tracks, stems, and visuals designed to elevate your content without copyright headaches. I mean, do they really want visuals? Do they want stems? Like, you need to, that's the thing as well. It's like you need to do lots of like validation. You need to talk to your potential customers, like talk to content creators, ask them, would they grab the beats that you make? Are they good enough? Would they use it in their project? Would they pay for it? Do they care if it's AI or not? Like, ask them all of those questions, because all of that will help you define your offer. But right now, it misses a lot of things. Monetize with confidence is great, because that's one benefit. If you list at least 3 or 5, that would be great. But monetize with confidence is great. Avoid copyrights, claims, that would be another benefit. That's really good. But it should be headline, subheadline, more focused, benefits, and then who it's for, get a custom quote, call to action. You should also have a call to action here, a button for me to do that. Here are some examples. It's good. I would try to put some artwork just so that it looks a bit more on brand. And then also in a landing page, you should never ever have call to actions for other things than the one thing you want to sell on that landing page. So ebooks and merch, back to home, don't put that in. The only thing they are able to do in this page should be getting a custom music quote. And then name, email, how can I help? To help me provide the most accurate code, please tell me about your project. Yeah, so for example, before offering music for video and visuals, just focus on selling original tracks, right? That's what I would do. So yeah, so I think if you do all these changes, that would get you in a much better place. And then obviously make sure that you use a tool that gives you, that sources their music algorithm through ethical ways with artists, that respects and pays the artist, and that gives you the ability to monetize it, like to give you the copyright, like the rights to monetize, because otherwise it is not going to work for your music business. So, whoa, 7 more links? Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That is way too much. Like, you're giving them too much options, and that's why they get in like a choice paralysis. So just put like, buy my, download my music, download beats for your content, download copyright free music, and then get a custom music quote. I would have only those 2 things right now for you. Don't forget about all the rest. It's useless. So yeah, that's what I would say for you. Hopefully that helps. Let me go back to this for now. I see we have another submission. So yeah, if you just joined, there's a link at the top of the chat or in the description to submit your music business, music channel, social media, whatever it is, portfolio, website, whatever it is that you need feedback on. I am here to help you monetize your music skills, so if you need any help with that, just submit that. Let me see, we had another submission. So let's see, we have Kalidas Kalium. I am just trying to build a personal brand, so I'm not sure about potential ways to capitalize. Your ideal client, you would like to work with bigger artists, people who like your music. I'm sorry if this is too vague. That's the biggest problem. Very often, at the beginning, like if you are too vague, that's why like you don't have clarity, and that's why you can't take actions to actually make progress. It's because you don't know where you're going. It's because you don't know what you're trying to hit. And so yeah, that's why it's like the first two lessons that we do in the music creator course program that I have, that I run, is to define your music business, and aka like the second is who is your ideal customer. We have a whole worksheet because that's the base for everything. So you should really spend more time on that. Right now you're doing $0 to $100. What's the biggest problem you're currently facing? Content strategy. I'm observing that people like my remixes, but I just want to make content that is deeper than that. I guess I need help with figuring out content pillars. Yep. Just getting started. Straightforward. Okay. Callium Wave. I feel like we've talked in the past. I remember your name. Because yes, if we've talked in the DMs, it's me. It's not an AI. very, very often people are asking me like, is this an AI bot? But no, it's me. All right. Hey, Gilliam, you're in the chat. Awesome. All right, so you say, oh yeah, one more thing you said is I am currently earning from editing videos, but I'm trying to grow this page at the side. Got it. All right, trying to make content that look and sound good. Interesting. Rolling Stones, French finds, deep M's open tool, explore my world. Okay, so I think here the description, right now I'm confused. So I'm just gonna go through, this as like, I don't know you, I don't know what you do. And right now I'm actually confused. I don't know exactly what you do because you're telling me you're a music producer here. That's the first thing I see. But then trying to make content that look and sound good, it feels more like you're, a video editor, content creator, not like a music producer. So that's where I think it's like super confusing. And that's very often, it's like you don't, like, people just don't know how to, like, because we're creatives. So very often we have different, hobbies, different interests, different passions. And we're so confused. We're like, I want to do it all. So, but the thing is, you need to pick a lane. You can do everything at the end, but just not everything at the same time. So you just need to go like brick by brick, step by step. All right. So now, just another thing is as well, DMs open to all. Cool, but it doesn't tell me why I should DM you. Like, do you give me free advice? Like, why should I DM you, right? And then explore my world, cool, but it doesn't really give me a reason to do so. Like, you need to give me another reason. Like, get free beats, or get a quote for your next project, or hire me for your next project. Those are more those are better call to actions. Okay. All right, all this is pinned. Let's see, 730 followers, wins, ideas. This, I have no idea what that is. This is really cool. That got my attention instantly. I love that. Dude, this is great content. This is cool. This is a really good piece of content, and it obviously worked well, because every time you have a piece of content that does more views than your followers, it means it was great. Also, how long have you been trying to build your personal brand? Just so I know, if you can tell me in the chat. Oh wait, yeah. See, this is I don't know why that. It says 14 posts. That's because you don't post all your reels to your feed. And that's weird. Because right now when I see this, I'm like, he's just like a new, he's a newbie. Whereas no, you're not. You have so many reels. And so you should really repost them. Like, make sure it's a setting when you post a reel that it also goes on your feed, because otherwise it's not going to count, and then it makes you look like a new person. And the thing is, when people see that, it's just like I would be like, oh, this person just knew, like they're not posting that much. I'm not gonna get content from them, so I don't have any reason to follow them, right? So it's a bit of a bummer. Make sure that you post all of your reels to your feed. So yeah, so this is good, but then I see a little bit of like the way different style of content, and I think you're still searching yourself, like searching for your style, searching for your brand. So keep doing that, but keep trying to, for example, identify what's working, like this one, and do more of that style. Like the cinematography of this one was great, the animation, the text, it was all great, right? Was trying from 2 years, but wasn't very consistent. Okay, so 2 years, that's a lot already. Let's see, how often do you post? 7 days ago, November 23rd, 21, 19, 16, 12. Okay. Honestly, if you could post like minimum 4 to 5 times a week on Instagram, like that's what you need to do. That's what the platform wants right now. If it's not one a day, like that's yeah. So that's what you should do. And then let's see your remixes. Apparently, that's your best performing content. Yeah, so I mean, I think those, like the remix format, definitely works well. It's just that it's good to use that as discovery format. I try to think about content in three different buckets. You have discovery content, community content, and sales content. So your discovery content is going to be to get a new audience attracted to your profile and a new audience to discover you. So remixes and covers and things like this are a great way to do that, like kind of like influencer trend surfing, right? Or remixing Stranger Things when it just came out or something like this, right? Like something that other people, everyone knows, right? Before they get introduced to your own world. Then community content is going to be content like this one, where you share a bit more about you, your views, your opinions, what you believe in, like your beliefs. A bit more of what you do outside of the studio. What else? What other passions do you have except music? Maybe that's cinematography and content like you just did here. So this was a great piece of community content. And then the sales content is going to be when you do the call to actions to get people to buy from you. But right now it seems like I don't even know if you have anything that people can buy from you. Like, do you have an offer? Because yeah, and I think that's one thing as well. Is like people usually like wait. They're like, oh, I need first like 10,000 followers before I can monetize or something like this. But that's not true. There's people with like less than 1,000 or 3,000 followers that monetize full time. It really doesn't matter. So, yeah. Hey, Simeon's with us. Awesome. I have been posting at least 2 low effort trial reels every day. Okay. Yeah, trial reels is something that I don't do right now. Do you make sure that once? I mean, it's good that you do that, but problem that I have with this sentence is the low effort. Low effort usually are gonna lead to low results. But if you're seeing like how many reels per week from the trials that you do are you actually posting to your feed for your own, like, for your profile? Because trial reels I know aren't going here. You need to then post them here. So if you can tell me that, that would help. Basically, the idea would be like whatever trial reels work, then you need to post that as your, like, on your profile. Also, those big numbers, are they like boosted ads or are they just content that really worked? If you could let me know. My remix reels somehow reaches the original artist, so that after their engagement, it pushes more. That's great. All right. But like you have way enough, like your number of views are good enough right now, like that you could start, chatting with your audience and finding, an offer. But right now, I have no idea, like, if I wanted to pay you, I don't even know how to do this. you know? Let's see. Links to everything else, not helpful. Yeah, too many things here, doesn't matter. My website. Yeah, it's like right now, I don't know how, it seems like you don't know how you want to monetize. Only the top video was boosted, okay. But yeah, it's like you don't know how to monetize with your music, like, because you have no music offers right now, right? What content you want them to share? I have no idea what that is. So yeah, you need to really nail down an offer and pick a lane of like, hey, this is what I do, this is how I can help you, and this is who I attract. But you kind of need to work backwards. It's like, how do you want to make your music, your money? Who would be interested in those services or product? And then because of that, what content should I make to attract that person? That's literally what it is. And then making content, as we said, like discovery, community, and sales content, so that people then can know how they can hire you, how they can buy something from you. But right now, I don't see any way that I can pay you. So I think you're doing good in terms of building your personal brand. You need to keep it going and post a little bit more, not just trial reels, but actually posting. And what you could do, because you said you had the volume, so what I would do is I would do those low effort reels every other day, and then the every other day of the low effort, trying to do a more effort reel. Or carousel as well. Don't forget the carousels, because carousels are great. It's not just about reels anymore on Instagram. Carousels are doing really, really good. But yeah, like you have a bunch of different things. So how to start producing music with just a laptop. Versatile producers are lost. I love those. Those are great pieces of content. Oh yeah, this you don't need. You don't need anymore. On Instagram, like hashtags, like it's almost useless at this point. You can just, it's all about the SEO and like the words that you're using in your content or in the description. Yeah, this is really cool. So yeah, that's cool, but yeah, I'm missing a bit of focus and like understanding like what is it that you want us to do basically. So yeah. I already said before, my microphone is having some problems. I cannot go more than that, so you'll have to boost your volume. Apologies, but yeah, my microphone is kind of broken right now, so it's the way it is. So yeah, that'll be my feedback for you. Hopefully that helps. All right, let's see. We have another creator, Bruno Barks. Your end goal with your music business is to make it your main income. Let's see. Your YouTube channel is Bruno Barks, music producer, composer, guitarist, Ableton. Okay, way too much already. That's the problem, like that's the main problem with musicians is, yeah. 2 years ago, what's happening here? Yeah. So I'm reading the what this person submitted. He says your end goal is to make it your main income. Your ideal customer. It kind of does, I believe, most of my followers. Oh yeah, does the audience you currently have matches? Okay, are guitarists and musicians. So I'm guessing your audience, you want it to be musicians and guitarists. You're currently not making money from it. I have to pay for my university, food and everything, but my income is barely enough to pay only for university. So you need to make this, okay? And I'm a music producer, a multi-instrumental player. I mix and master. I pretty much do everything related to music. My problem is so hard for me to actually live from this. That's exactly what we were talking about before. It's like, because we're creatives, we have too many interests. And also because we see nothing works, we try to do everything because we're thinking that if we do everything, someone will pay us for something. And then we can add more and more services and make more and more money. But the more you spread yourself, the less results you get. Like, this is the worst thing you can do. You, at the beginning, before dividing your attention, before dividing your income streams and everything like that, you need to pick one. Pick one offer and be excellent at it. Like, that's it. Also, another thing that I would say, and let me check before I say something. When was this one? October 31st. Okay. When was that? October 9th. Okay. So it seems like you were doing long form videos before, 2 years ago, haven't since then, but you've been doing shorts since then. All right. Now, the problem here is that how do you want to make your money? It's frustrating because we are too skilled. It's not that you're too skilled, it's just like you have to understand that you first need to like to nail one offer, because like you can crack 6-figure, if not 1,000,000 a year with one offer. You don't need 1,000. You just need one. And that's the problem. It's like it's not you're too skilled. It's just you're too creative. You have too many passions. And believe me, I was the same. So it was really, really hard. Especially right now, I know that, it's frustrating me that I don't make as much music as I was before, but I know that my purpose, like where I'm really good and I excel at, is helping you guys monetize your music, like through the music business knowledge and social media growth knowledge that I have acquired. So I'm focusing on this, but believe me, I want to do my own music production services and stuff like this, right? It's so hard, but I'm just like, nope, gotta focus on this because I'm gonna help people through that, right? And so it just takes self-discipline, and I think also knowing like having a deep purpose of why you're doing what you're doing. But here as well, the thing is, you're saying you want to make this your full-time income, you want to live from this, but how do you want to make money? And again, it's the same thing. You currently earn money from mixing and mastering. I didn't post frequently, but then I just posted shorts. Yeah. So shorts, personally, I would not say go with shorts, because the problem with shorts, especially on YouTube, that I've noticed is that people are not, like, they're not here to buy anything. They're just here for quick entertainment. Whereas with long form videos, they have more attention. They are more willing to give you their time and money, like to get an outcome. Like they're more here to learn and, yeah, of course, being entertained. But yeah, so shorts, not my favorite way. Like it's not what I've seen work. So I would say if you can stay away from shorts and do long form, I would do that more. Now, founder of Ethereal Sound Studios, where sound meets space and emotion. Okay, but where can I find this? And right now, how are you getting your clients for mixing and mastering? Because you said right now, how much revenue does your music business every month? You said $0 to $100. So you get what, like 1 or 2 clients at $50? Like what, can you give me a bit more context in the chat? That would be helpful. Open for collaboration, lessons, or production work. Okay. Because I lost motivation, I would say I want to earn money from mixing and mastering, and also as a session player from people overseas. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. But I would really focus on just this. And so it's 3 days of guitar improv. So yeah, so the thing is, then you, like, from there you have to ask yourself, like, okay, who needs mixing and mastering and a session player? Like, who is your target audience? And go specific, not just go like music producers, beginners, or artists. Like that's way too vague. It's like, who is it exactly? Yeah, is it like indie R&B artist? Is it spiritual singer-songwriters, females? Like, what is it specifically? Like, who are they? And the more specific you are as to who you can help, then the better you can define what content you should make to attract that person. And then in those content, they'll see your skills, they'll see how good you are, and in those pieces of content here and there, you say like, hey, if you need mixing and mastering or a guitar player, hit the link below to hire me. Hire me for your next project, right? If you want to bring some live guitar to your next emotional EDM track, message me here, hire me here, right? Fill out this form to hire me on your next project. Because let's see. Nice. You're really good. Okay, local musicians, $80, $100 per song mixed and mastered. That's good. Mixed and mastered, you could do 150. Where's the description? Okay. So yeah, I would, especially if you want to do like mixing and mastering session work, I would definitely recommend you to do long form videos, because long form videos, it's way easier to get people that are serious, whereas shorts, it's usually a not serious audience. So it's good for views and stuff like this and subscribers, but it fits, like, I call them like ghost subscribers, because right now we don't really care about views and subscribers. We just want to get paid for our music skills. So we just need to attract the right people. We don't need, thousands and thousands. So I would go back to actual videos and, that show your skills. Like, for example, you can do something. I remade or improving guitar improv on the main Stranger Things theme, right? Or something like this. If it's whatever, the idea is like doing the trend surfing for something that your audience, that your target dream client would be interested in watching, so that you attract them to your world, right? It can be anything else, right? It can be Harry Potter or whatever you want, Die Hard or whatever it is, right? Maybe metal players, because that's my main genre, but I'm confused because that's not the most commercial genre there. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, commercial or not, doesn't matter. I have a friend in another mentorship group that I'm in who is making over six figures, like 125K plus per year, by selling a online slash guitar course in Spanish. Do you think that's commercial genre? You know, that's super niche. But because it is super niche, he attracts everyone that is interested in that. And so that's why he makes six figure plus doing this. So, yes, go, if metal players, like, metal is what you want to get into, get in it, but be the best guitar player for metal. And, change a very common thing, like, I don't know. I don't know, like, change like a Disney theme into a metal song, right? It'll show off your guitar skills, and then maybe that'll definitely attract some metal artists, and maybe they'll be like, hey, I need you to help me with this. I need you to, yeah. Oh, okay, got it, cool. So yeah, so I would go definitely long form, and focus, because, like, I would say it's like either you go full Instagram, either you go long form YouTube. But at the beginning, I do one or the other so that you can be consistent. Get consistent, get into a routine of creating content, and then once you have this, you can then go to another platform. But at first, just choose one. And if you want to go for Instagram, then you can keep doing those things and the other type of content that we just talked about before. But you need CTAs, which right now I don't see here. I don't see here, I don't see here, I don't see here, I don't see here. I would have CTAs that you are up for hire. Saying like, I add another sentence here saying, need a guitarist, like a session guitarist for your next project. Are you a insert dream client looking for live guitar on your next track? DM me guitar or metal, and basically like get into a conversation with them to tell them, about the price and everything, and hire them. What do you think about diversifying content? What does that mean? What do you mean diversifying content? But yeah, so if you go on Instagram, like, go full on that. Also, Founder, this, I don't know what that is. I can't even click on it. So right now it's not super useful. And classes and collabs, if that's not what you want to do, classes right now, remove it. Collabs, I would always stay away from that word because collabs like scream for free. And you don't want to collab for free right now. You want them to hire you. So hire me for your next song instead of this, and you have that email, or DM me to hire me, something like this, right? Here I would also try to have highlights that show previous tracks that you've posted, previous like example of client results. You said you had a couple mix and mastering clients. Try to post some stuff as well on here, like in stories or on content that shows the before and after of your mixing and mastering, like show off your skills, right? Like posting the content on YouTube and TikTok too. It depends. Honestly, if you're at the beginning, you're not monetized yet, only pick one platform. It's already so hard for you all to be consistent on one platform. Don't be on two, three, or four at the same time. It's just gonna make your life a how do you say like a constant struggle. Because the thing is, you might say, oh, but it's the same content that I repost. Sure, but the thing is, your brain is gonna be like, oh, I'm not getting enough views on TikTok. Then you're gonna go into learning the platform, because like every platform has its own intricacies, and so that's why I don't want you like stay focused. Honestly, at the beginning, the hardest thing is to keep you guys focused. Like honestly, in my program, the Music Creator Accelerator, with my students, most of the time, what I have to do, my job, is to tell them no to all the ideas that they bring to me. They're like, hey, Early, so I was thinking, I want to do this and that. And I'm like, nope, don't do that. Stay on that until you reach that level. So most of the time, it's just like keeping them into the right direction, because otherwise they see shiny objects everywhere. So, yeah. I'll stick with YouTube, I believe. Yeah, honestly, if you can do long form YouTube, it's going to be much, much, much better for you. So, I would do that. Do you use LUFS before uploading your music online? I mean, I do mastering, and I do check the LUFS, yes. Yeah. Cool. All right. So that should give you a lot of, yeah. So producer, composer, guitarist. Um, I think you should probably, I know you're a producer, I know you're a composer, but if you want right now to be focused on mixing and mastering and guitar session work, only say guitarist and mixing and mastering engineer, right? Because that's what you want to be known for. I know you're more than that for sure, and that doesn't mean you can't use it in your content. You can't show it off on your content. But again, you really need to focus. So, yeah. By the way, I've been talking about my students inside the Music Creator Accelerator. If you're liking the feedback that I'm giving you here, that's literally what I do all day long to all my students, my private students. So if you want to work together, you can check the link in the description of this video and apply. We'll see if you're a good fit. But yeah, so okay, that was the last submission right now for today. We covered 3. I think I'm gonna stick around 10 minutes for a few questions, like Q&A. But I think that'll be it for today. We covered 3. I think that was a lot of good tips. So hopefully you took some notes. So yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, one song is already on Spotify and the rest are coming soon. Good. You really need to, like, if you want to be hired for music production, mix and mastering, like, make sure that your own stuff sounds good, that your own stuff has the traffic that your clients wants to see, because they won't hire you if your Spotify or anything else, doesn't show what they want to achieve, right? So, yeah. All right. So yeah, that was it for now. Do you guys have any other questions about what we talked about today? I have a few minutes to do some Q&A if you want. If you have more questions. I hate the delay. The delay is so long. let's try to keep the questions to, music business, social media growth as a music creator, because that's the purpose of this live today. Oh, I thought I was super late. That's okay. Cool. All right. If we have no questions, then I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for everything early. You're the best. Yeah, you're welcome. No, I cannot boost the volume. If you just joined, I have a microphone issue where I think it's dying or something. It's struggling. I'm at the max volume on every single setting everywhere. I just cannot boost it more, so you need to boost the volume on your own. I'm sorry. I will try to fix that for next, because I have another microphone. So I'll try on the next live to take another microphone, but yeah, this one is a bit dying. I wanted suggestions about other content pillars I could make other than my remixes. That's what I just said before. It's like you need to work backwards. So, who is the person you're trying to attract? Work backwards from that, because your content will be defined by who it is that you want to attract. And again, it's like who you want to, like how you want to monetize your music. And then from that, who can you attract? Who is the person that you want to attract? And then what kind of content would they want to see? What kind of content would help them, right? So, yeah. Do you know the mix tips? I think we'll do that next week. Just submit it to the form. Yeah, I'll do that next week, because like I'm gonna do this every single. Saturday. Next Saturday, I have a group coaching call at this time with the Music Creator Accelerator students. So maybe I'll do it after the coaching call at 11 a.m. But I'm gonna try to do this kind of live every single week, and you don't need to resubmit the form. It's always the same form. So I'll have you'll be the first one that I go through the next week, okay? You'll be the first one that I review. But yeah, so I'll get my assistant to plan the next live, but we might have to do it an hour and 10 minutes from now, because I have a group coaching session first. So yeah. When will we be on live again for review? Yeah, next Saturday, but probably 11 a.m. PST, I think. So, yeah. Because either way, we're gonna announce the live. Like, you'll see it in my channel. Yeah, I'll announce. Like, we set up the live a few days before so that people can submit their channels. So it'll be on YouTube a few days before. Just yeah, you'll see the date, and then you can be reminded of it. So yeah, cool. All right, I'm excited to see. Let's see. I'll check your channel right now. Go to channel. Do you know the mixes tips? Home. I see 0 videos. Whew. That would be my first feedback from you. Your homepage really need at least your 1 video. And yeah, try to post another video or 2 before I review your channel, because the more stuff there is, the better it'll be. Okay? But right now, it's not a bad start, actually. You have a pretty good start, so yeah. Excited to review your channel next week. All right. Thanks, guys, a lot for your company in today's chat. It's always fun for me. So I know today was like kind of like a first one, but I'm gonna get into the habit of doing that every single weekend, because I really like doing that stuff. I could talk about that stuff for hours. So yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen your video, but you have only 1, and that's the problem. It's like people usually check the home tab, not the video tab. So I don't need to click the video tab. You need to check your homepage. All right. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next week. And again, if you want to, become a private student of mine so that we can have those kind of conversations literally every day, you have the link in the description to join the Music Creator Accelerator. Chat with me to see if you're a good fit. I'll tell you if you're not. So, yeah. All right. See you guys next weekend. Bye.